Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Dear Venerable Sangha, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, you are invited to join us in this weekly Buddhist Newsreel on Phật online channel. Hereafter, 6 major headlines of Buddhist activities of the week. Commemoration of late Great Elder Most Venerable Thích Phổ Tuệ, the Dharma Master of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha. Presidium delegation of Central Committee of Vietnam Fatherland Front in contact with Vietnam Buddhist Sangha leaders. Cà Mau Provincial Buddhist Congress for tenure 2022-2027. Ho Chi Minh City, Tâm Trà Dự Bảo hits Asian records for collection for over 1,000 using clay teapots. Hanoi, Bodhisattva AVALOKITESVARA'S Numer ritual and positioning the sitting of Sakyamuni Buddha statue at Tân Hai Pagoda. Buddhism in digital age and metaverse, opportunities and challenges. The following are the news in details. On the morning of October 11, 2022, the Venerables of Central Vietnam Buddhist Sangha and the Hanoi City Buddhist Parochial Board and the Viên Minh Ancestral Temple, Rang Pagoda, solemnly celebrated the commemoration of the late Great Elder Most Venerable Thích Phổ Tuệ, the Dharma Master of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha.
After the incense offering ceremony, Elder Most Venerable Thích Quảng, the acting prelate, declared a memorial to the late Great Elder Most Venerable Thích Phổ Tuệ, the third Dharma Master, on 1 year commemoration of his death. In front of spiritual shrine, the reverend honorifics together reveal the shining virtues of a disciplined monk in Vietnam, a 105-year-old high esteemed monk who lived through many historical periods, but still had one heart in fidelity with an educational lifestyle, preserving and maintaining the monastic way of life. The third Dharma Master instructed the establishment of Judiciary Council, a priceless legacy that the Venerable Most Venerable Thích Phổ Tuệ has left for the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha today and forever, said the Elder Most Venerable Acting Dharma Master for confirmation. On this occasion, the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha and the Viên Minh Ancestral Temple republished the classic translations and works of the Most Venerable Master in the series of publications, the Third Dharma Master's Complete Collection, and the yearbook about him through the stream of thoughts about happy times of elders, monks, and nuns, the leaders, intellectuals of generations from all 3 regions of the country. He passed away. It seemed that the fairy tale has ended, but his lifeline still exists, evident in me, in the unimaginable spiritual world. His karma is still there in the heart of the Dharma and the nation. It is quoted from the autobiography of Most Venerable Thích Quảng.
On the afternoon of October 10, 2022, in Hanoi, there was a conference to discuss issues related to situation of the country and religious activities between the Presidium of the Central Committee of the Vietnam Fatherland Front and the leaders of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha.
In witness, it was honored to have Most Venerable Thích Quảng, Acting Dharma Master of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Most Venerable Thích Thanh, Vice Chairman and Chief Secretary of the Council of Patrons, Most Venerable Thích Nhân, Chairman of the Administrative Council, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, and the Reverend Honorifics of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha. Speaking at the conference, Mr. Ngô Sát Thực, Vice Chairman of the Central Committee of the Vietnam Fatherland Front, reviewed the tradition of the bonds between Buddhism and nation through historical periods. That good relationship has continued to be strengthened since the establishment of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, becoming an active member of the Vietnam Fatherland Front, and he appreciated the contributions of fellow Buddhists to the common development cause. Reporting on the outcomes of the Buddha's affairs in the last term, Venerable Thích Thiện, Vice Chairman and General Secretary of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, proposed 7 threats in which the central task is to successfully organize the 9th National Buddhist Delegate Congress for tenure 2022 to 2027 at the end of November 2022. The conference also imparted comments and recommendations related to hot issues such as recognition, ranking, and inadequate management of monasteries as relics, social charity, land ownership of religious sects. Mr. Đỗ Văn Chiến, Chairman of the Central Committee of Vietnam Fatherland Front, appreciated the active contribution of monks, nuns, and Buddhists to social welfare work. He also cordially talked about the imprints of contemporary Vietnam's Buddhism, the direction of development and adjustment in cultural field, so that Buddhism continues to accompany the nation in the present and in the future.
On the morning of October 8, 2022, at the hall of the Provincial Cultural Center, during the opening session of the 8th Buddhist Congress of Cà Mau Province, Most Venerable Thích Thiện Nhân, Chairman of the Administrative Council, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, voted to approve the list of 49 members of the 8th tenure, with Most Venerable Thạch Hà reappointed as the head of the Provincial Buddhist Parochial Board in the new term.
In his opening speech, Most Venerable Thạch Hà, head of the Provincial Buddhist Parochial Board, emphasized that the Congress could help unify and focus on taking care of Buddhist affairs to be completed, remove difficulties and backlogs, and join hands to build up the unity for Buddhism's development and integration in Cà Mau Province, worthy of being the Buddha children of the southernmost land of the country. In the review of Buddhist work in the last tenure, Venerable Thích Phổ Tuệ said that the Provincial Buddhist Parochial Board has achieved many good results. Notably, social charity work has reached nearly 155 billion Vietnam dong. The entire Congress agreed on the list of personnel for the 8th term of Provincial Buddhist Parochial Board, including 49 members, with Venerable Thạch Hà reappointed as the head of Provincial Buddhist Parochial Board in the new term. On this occasion, some Buddhist organizations in Cà Mau Province gave 56 billion Vietnam dong to support the fund for the poor. In his betoling words, Most Venerable Thích Thiện Nhân, Chairman of the Administrative Council, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, said that in the atmosphere of the whole country joyfully achieved successes to welcome the 8th National Buddhist Congress. The Buddhist Congress of Cà Mau Province is one unit from 61 out of 63 provinces and cities successfully organized its Provincial Buddhist Congress. The Most Venerable believes that the new Cà Mau Provincial Buddhist Parochial Board members are talented and virtuous under the guidance of Most Venerable Thạch Hà, will surely accomplish many good monastic affairs in the next tenure.
The Asian record-setting ceremony for the collection of over 1,000 using clay teapot in Asia's numerous chronologies by Tea Master Ngô Thị Thanh Tâm was recorded by the Vietnam Record Association and Viet Kings with announced title, Owner of the largest collection of using teapots in Asia, and the certificate on the morning of October 12, 2022 at Continental Saigon Hotel, Ho Chi Minh City.
The ceremony had the presence of Mr. Trần Hoàng, Chairman of the Vietnam Marketing Association, Standing Committee of Vietnam Records Council, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Quỳnh Ngọc, General Secretary of the Vietnam Records Organization, Ms. Nguyễn Thị Tường Vân, Head of the International Committee of the Vietnam Records Organization, together with the venerable monks, nuns, and business guests and tea connoisseurs to share the joy with Tea Master Ngô Thị Thanh Tâm. Through the short video report passage of Tam Trà, shown at the ceremony, the attendants could listen to Tea Master who introduced the history of Yixing clay teapots and appreciated the care of each pot of the owner. Over 30-year passage until now, the tea master has owned a collection of roughly 1,000 Yixing clay teapots, as the teapot is one of the 4 factors for making delicious tea. Unique teapots made of Yixing clay teapots are made by many talented artisans in Yixing region, China, with beautiful and rich designs, colors, and patterns. That shows the endless passion for tea and teapots of Mrs. Ngô Thị Thanh Tâm. The tea master Ngô Thị Thanh Tâm said, the 4 words Tâm Trà Yu Bảo, literally meaning miraculous treasure heartfelt tea, were prescribed by Most Venerable Thích Lê Trang, currently head of the Ho Chi Minh City Buddhist Parochial Board, on an occasion when tea master asked for pneuma calligraphy. The Venerable explains that the word Yu is miraculous and Bao is a treasure. The tea passed through Miss Tam's hand would become miraculous treasure Yu Bao, combined with the name of the tea master, literally in English heart, to form the collection Miraculous Treasure Heartfelt Tea. Since then, tea master felt her bestowed fortune. A tea connoisseur guest, Mr. Minder Andreas Alfred, a Cypriot working in Ho Chi Minh City, also revealed that 6 months ago he went to eat a vegetarian restaurant. At that time, he was sick and happened to meet tea master Thanh Tâm. The tea master asked him about his health and gave him a sample tea package. Miraculously, right after using that first tea packet, he felt his health condition improved significantly. Before that, he underwent surgery for colon cancer. Since then, he has been a regular tea consumer of Miraculous Treasure Heartfelt Tea, and he was very happy when his health returned to normality.
On the morning of October 9, 2022, at NGAY Pagoda, Hanoi City, a ceremony took place to honor the statue of Buddha Shakyamuni entering Nirvana and turning the Dharma wheel on the occasion of the day when Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara ordained on the 19th of 9th month of the lunar calendar.
Wang Yin, also known as Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, is mentioned in the Mahayana Sutra. She is the Bodhisattva of great compassion who vows to save all sentient beings in the Lotus Sutra, and the great wisdom who fully understands that the 5 aggregates are empty in the Heart Sutra. The image of Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara is intimate, simple, and gentle like a mother, always remembered and worshipped by many people, not only in Buddhism but also in traditional Vietnamese culture. The pneumaday of Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara is to remember the milestones in her life and enlightenment. That is the mind of cultivator, a remembrance of the great merit of Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, who always saves, suffering, rescues, and is compassionate to all sentient beings in humanity. On this occasion, the monks and Buddhists of NGAY Pagoda held a ceremony to honor the statue of Sakyamuni Buddha, who became enlightened and turned the Dharma wheel. Venerable Thích Quang Hiếu, abbot of NGAY Pagoda, welcomed the Venerable Master, who worshipped the statue of Buddha Shakyamuni and gave a precious Dharma time to the entire public. Venerable Thích Quang Hiếu and Dr. Bùi Hữu Được reviewed the deeds of the great patriarchs. In particular, we Vietnamese Buddhists are very proud to have Bodhisattva Thích Quang Đức, who left an immortal heart, Sarira, and he is a shining example for our posterity to follow. Wang Yin Bodhisattva has great vows. She used her magical majesty to manifest all 32 types of incarnated bodies at the most common incarnations to save sentient beings. At the ceremony, the entire congregation chanted the universal Gatha Sutra, celebrated the 12 great vows and recited the name of Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara, praying for world peace and peaceful living beings, and for natural disasters, disease to be eradicated. The musical night to celebrate Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva's ordination with songs praising her virtues, the virtues of Buddhas and deities performed by singers and artists of NGAY Pagoda's cultural art team, performed on the evening of October 7th, 2022. On the evening of October 14th, 2022, at Quan Âm Monastery, Ho Chi Minh City, also held a light offering festival on the occasion of Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara's Day with the participation of Đại Bi Ashram, established in 2005, and many Buddhists near and far. The program was solemnly celebrated with the ceremony of offering flowers, burning incense, and transmitting the light in the chanting of the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum. Each lotus flower in hands of Buddhists, the light was lit up and shimmering and was respectfully offered by the Buddhists to Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, Venerable Nun Thích Nữ Huệ Đức, abbot of Quan Âm Monastery, declared 12 great vows of Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara, and the ashram, together in harmony, recited in Sanskrit the mantra of the Great Compassion, the 6-syllable Sanskrit mantra Om Mani Padme Hum, and shared merit to all essential beings, praying for the world peace, pandemic eradication, and happiness of humanity.
The theme, Buddhism in Digital Age and Metaverse, Opportunities and Challenges, was shared by Dr. Lee Kat-yong, Secretary General of the World Alliance of Buddhists, WAB, at the 4th International Conference on Vajrayana Buddhism, took place from October 1 to October 4, 2022 in Thimphu, Bhutan.
Dr. Lee Kat-yong mentioned that the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic has affected many aspects of daily life in terms of education, travel, logistics, and event religious practices. The term new normal after the COVID-19 pandemic relates to changes in lifestyles, the technology used, and especially in terms of the move of working online. In the field of Buddhism too, scholars and religious leaders have been focusing on the phenomenon of modernity and the usage of modern technological tools and metaverse in promotion, propagation, and practice of Buddha Dhamma. During the lockdown, the Dhammakaya Foundation in Thailand have conducted many Buddhist ceremonies through Zoom conferencing online, which was broadcast live on social media like Facebook and YouTube, with millions of followers participated globally. These ceremonies often include common Buddhist practices like Dhammacakkappavattana, Sutta chanting, meditation, Sangha, taking the precepts and receiving blessings from the Sangha community. The use of these modern technological tools has actually increased the followers' participation rates during Buddhist ceremonies more than 10,000 folds. Followers can easily sit in the comfort of their offices, house, or wherever they may be and join the ceremony online. Traditionally, Tibetan and Tantric Buddhists have used powerful, colorful paintings of statues as aids to help them visualize alternate realities. Worlds where bodhisattvas roam the landscape or an enlightened deity sits calmly on a lotus flower in the middle of raging fire, unscathed. The world's most unique temple, Wat Phra Dhammakaya in Thailand, has launched the metaverse platform named Mudita that takes you on a virtual 360 degrees journey through the temple and provides visitors with a glimpse into the daily activities of monks as well as entering the virtual chapel, where one's avatar may participate in listening to the sermons, guided meditation, chanting, or even interact with the past revered masters and monks. The purpose of developing the Mudita metaverse is to engage the Buddhist community, especially the youth, to take an interest in Buddhism, promoting Buddhism as well as education in Buddha Dhamma. Besides, Mr. Lia Kiet Yong also raised the opportunities and challenges in using this virtual space. Many people report headaches, eye strain, dizziness, and nausea after using the Oculus headsets, difficulties with re-entry into the real world, risk of false teachings or fake teachings depending on the reliable source or credible source. Finally, Dr. Lia Kiet Yong called on Buddhist organizations, temples, and institutions of higher learning, philanthropists, and business organizations who are interested in pursue, sponsors, or funding of the research and development of metaverse in Buddhism to come forward and work together for the future of Buddhism.
Venerable monks and nuns, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, the last news has started up this weekly Buddhist Newsreel. Thank you for your attention and following. Goodbye and see you in the next program on PSO TV channel. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha.